Hello? Hopefully this is working. It should be. So we should be good. Hopefully people here making sure my Discord sees everything. I literally did not even change the fucking thumbnail. I'm retarded. You know what? We're gonna use this one. I wish that it would actually like change in real time, but anyway. So the point of doing this, right, was to attempt to adjust the chassis zero tire to do what I want it to fucking do, right? I attempted doing Twitch, but nobody ever comes over to Twitch when I stream, so it's kind of depressing, but whatever. But you know, I have my chat box set up, all that shit, so if you want to send me shit and ask me questions, still can. So yeah, but anyway, we're here, we're doing this, so I'm gonna make sure everything's going right, and then I'm gonna show everything that I explained on Twitch, but just do it here. So we got our display capture here. So here's what we're gonna be doing today for those who are interested in what I'm doing. So the chassis zero tire is really fucking weird to begin with, but I'm just gonna be explaining what I think it's trying to be, which is like a more modern version of a NASCAR tire. I think they were trying something for the future that was gonna be close to what it was supposed to be. I think this was like a futuristic tire, but maybe I'm stupid and I don't know shit, but basically what we're gonna explain is all of this shit. Scrub angle less equals more tire scrub, right? So when you're scrubbing your tire, right, that means when you're in the corner and you're turning and you can hear the noise, which means that you're scrubbing your tire off. So less equals more. We're probably gonna adjust that at some point, probably right now actually, but the chassis zero tire doesn't have a lot of scrub, which is kind of weird, but the way that the chassis zero tire works, it's almost like a drifting tire. Like, you can drift with this tire, and it's really weird how it works, and I still don't even understand. But low speed rolling grip is another thing that has to be mentioned about this tire. By default, it was 2. So it looked like that, pretty much. Or, well, no, it was 2.1 like tire 1. So it was 2.1. I went to 1.67, and that's already done a lot in terms of making it actually drive like a tire. Because, like, this tire was a good, like, first shake at trying to figure out, like, what the fuck these tires are supposed to be. But look at the sidewall grip. This is baseline. 1.7. It's got a ton of sidewall grip. But then when we get to high speed rolling, it's got a lot. There's something weird with this tire that I don't even understand. And this is the other thing that actually drives me crazy that I literally don't understand. Angle from parallel where grip stops. Fucking 90 degrees, man. So this is a 90 degree. Everything else is 120. So I'm confused. I don't understand it. And then angle where max grip exists, it's lower Which doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't get it. There's something that I don't understand here. Loss of grip when sideways is actually like normal. Still don't get it. This is where I do think this is how this tire does it, is 0.2. Basically what this means is that it tries to levy out the tire as a unit rather than doing it as just like a grip value or whatever. Oh my god, my eyes just crossed, dude. I thought my eye just exploded. Anyway, it tries to levy this out as like some form of unit of measurement that I don't understand. Basically, if you turn this down, this means that the point on the tire, like, imagine that this is your maximum grip. When you get fully sideways, right, this maximum amount of grip goes away. So, yeah, if that makes sense. So, when you look at other tires, so tire 4 and then tire 5 are the regular chassis 2 tires. The point on this tire is actually pretty low. This one's super high. So that makes sense as, like, when you're spinning sometimes, it'll hook up super hard and make you spin really hard. So the way that I guess chassis 5 works is that since it's literally just one tire using one grip and one value for this and then 0.1 makes it work. I don't know. Anyway, forward bite doesn't have a lot, as you can see. Not a lot in comparison to the chassis 2 tires here. So, another weird thing. Don't know what any of this is. And then tire wear, I added tire wear to it, and that's where we lead into our game here. So, hopefully someone somewhere is interested in what we're doing right now, because if not, depression, I guess. I don't know. But this is basically trying to decode this tire. And maybe we'll figure something out here. I'm still not entirely convinced. So, we got our window capture going. Basically, what I wanted to do this for was 2008 cars, because I happen to enjoy 2008 a lot. I'm going to make sure to, minimize my OBS because I literally can't have it on my second monitor without my shit trying to lag. But yeah, that's what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is make this tire like kind of the same as it is already, but like less stupid. Like I just don't even know where to start. Holy shit. Like, when you put down any sort of power on this tire, it, like, slides for days, which is good. That's what you want. It's just we want to minimize the slide and keep all its regular characteristics. So, like, maybe at some point I'll find out what it is that I need to do, but I don't have a lot of hope. Oh, I know where to start. Tell me, dude! I need to fucking know, dude. Like, if I have to use one of the chassis mems, I'm not going that route. I can tell you that much. Like, if I have to use the tire mem shit, it's over. Like, it won't work. Because I don't want people to have to do that. You know? I want to try to get this as, like, as normal as... Oh, shit. As humanly possible. Oh, my God! Like, what the fuck? Like, I want this tire to work. I just don't understand what I have to do. Holy shit. Like, I like how much it slides. You have to fucking drive it, but it's just like, I don't know. Like, I added tire wear to it, and that seems to be doing alright. The tire got too hot. See, like, if it could do that every time, except hook up, like, halfway through, you know what I'm talking about? Like how NASCAR spins actually are, right? Where, like, when they get sideways, like, right about here, then it goes to this point right here, and then you can steer it back. Like, I want that. That's all I need. That's all I want! There's a line close to the bottom of wheel mem. I forgot the field number, but it has to do with how much slip angle it takes to get to max grip. Yeah, that's in the physics, the EXE. Here. I showed it earlier, because it's in there. Like, everything that's in this, like, mem, everything that's in the mem is in the EXE shit itself. Like, I can show it to you. Hold on. Let me bring up OBS here. So, there you go. Alright. All that shit is in here. Loss of grip when sideways. Fucking angle, max grip. It's all here. Angle, parallel, all that shit. I just need to know, like, what line and, like, what direction. Because it's a direction that I don't fucking understand. I think I've tried it in the past and just being like, what the fuck? Damn, life timing sucks. I'll try to catch you tomorrow. Your NR stuff always makes me laugh. Great and informative, and you make me laugh most times. Thanks, dude. No problem. You're using the super wonky chassis zero stock. Yeah, I know. I'm literally at the beginning. Like, this is my first attempt. Really, all I did so far was I turned down low speed rolling, and then that's it. I turned it down. Like, I went down a little bit. That's about it. So, Ian White, hello. Hello! Yeah, I literally don't know where to go from here, though. Because, like, I like where my low speed rolling's at. I'm afraid to touch sidewall grip because I don't want to destroy this tire. Like, I feel like if I change the angle where grip exists, take some travel away. I don't know what, like what? Like, the only travel that I can... Like, it has a higher angle where max grip exists. I wonder if there's just a way to, like, slap something stupid onto it, you know what I'm saying? Close that. Because I am about to change some shit. Like, I like how much high-speed rolling grip there is. Like, the amount of, like, travel doesn't feel wrong. What feels wrong is when it starts... I don't know. Loss of grip when sideways. That could be an area where I go. Because, like... I don't know. I use Wheel Zero in my mod, so I know a bit about it. Yeah, I know. I had redone Chassis Zero tire I worked on a long time ago. Yeah, like, I just want to try to figure out a way... Because, like, Alex, specifically, I sent you the EXE where I got, like, the... What I was trying to get after, where it gets completely sideways, and then it kind of just, like, straightens back out because the grip isn't retarded and doesn't make you flip the fuck over because there's so much grip when you're sideways. But it's like, that one wasn't even good either because it would still do that sometimes. Like, I'm trying to completely eliminate that, but also have the Chassis Zero tire, like, a hard... It's a hard tire, number one. We can all tell that when we drive it. But I want to keep the amount of travel that it has. Keep that as neutral as I can to what it already is. And then have it to where... Like, it drives normal. Like, it has wear and has tire heat and all that shit. I'm going to have to catch up with you after this stream. After the stream, okay. When I have my files in front of me, and I'll show you what I got. Okay, well, yeah, that would be helpful. Because I know that your tire did that for the IndyCar. But I don't know. I just need... Like, what in specific got it to where, like, when you got fully sideways, then you could straighten the car back out with the wheel? Because, like, I did that on your EXE a bunch. Like, what was it specifically that you remember doing that made it do that shit? Can't wait to watch what I missed. Yeah. It's not a lot. You didn't miss a ton yet. Because, like, this just started. But I'm confused as to where I need to go. Because I don't know what I need to do. Like, I just don't know where I need to go next. Because, like, I did this before, but it was with a completely different tire that I didn't care about fucking up. If I fuck this tire up, then I don't have the original numbers for it and all that shit. And it would be a pain in the ass. You know what I'm going to try to do, though? I'm going to try turning this point down. Like, that might actually be something that works. Like, just to see what happens to it. And then forward bite. I don't want to... well, you know what? Maybe actually, yeah. Let's try 20. I'm gonna make sure to change that back because somebody will fucking scream. You didn't have to dream about numbers. Back off, mate. I'm doing my fucking thing, yo. What fucking thing? Alright, so we changed forward bite, we changed the point. Tire wear is adjusted. Angle where max grip exists. We might turn that up. So, 145 degrees. I don't know why I'm changing tire number 1. I don't have to do that. Sorry, dude. Force a habit, right? Anyway, we're gonna change that. And then what else can we change? I might increase slow rolling just because, like, I know at some point that'll literally be obnoxious. The sidewall grip is fine. Like, I felt like that drove good. Maybe high speed could go down a little bit. But I don't want to get rid of too fucking much. Okay, so that point is 45. And then did I adjust that for this yet? Yeah, I did. I did change the scrub. I'm gonna try that as well. And then optimal, and that's fine. Then low pressure, we're gonna do 20 on that, because that'll... Alright, let's try that first. We'll attempt that one. If that doesn't do anything for me, then I don't know what to say. Wow, that was crazy. That makes your whole fucking screen go black. That's unfortunate. Well, anyway. But I might actually save this as a previous version. Also, I'm gonna add a fucking control panel option so I can make these graphics and not look as awful. Because it's wild, dude. It's wild how bad it looks. Come on, buddy. God, fucking NVIDIA, dude. Fix your control panel. It's so fucking slow. Holy shit. Thank you, dingus. That should be good. Alright. Dab on these haters. By the way, this is like the best mod. It looks so good. Yes. That looks sick. Alright. We're gonna switch to window. Turn off display. Yeah, yeet. Alright. So we're gonna go back to Kansas because that's a decent track to test on. Alright. Let's see. Jesus Christ, that wheel spin. Bonkers, mate. God, it's just a lot of... Like, what is that? Like, it starts trying to slide the tires. Like, it's weird. Let's see. Ah! I can never get it to slide the way I need it to. Like, I want it to be able to roll in a slide like that, you know what I'm talking about? Honestly, I would try throwing a different set of wheels on the car, but maybe the road course wheel, which I believe is wheel 8. I want to try to use this wheel. Like, there's not a lot in this wheel that needs to change. Like, in reality. Because the amount that you're able to drive the fuck out of this thing is what I like. Like, in reality, they're fucking swinging these bitches around. It's just, I need to figure out a way to, like, keep it sane. Ooh, somebody subscribed. Zane Jackson just subscribed. Sorry, had to check your thing. Thanks for the subscribe, dude. Anyway, yeah, dude, I just don't... I don't know. Like, I feel like it's good baselined. It's just, I only wanted to do, like, a few things, and then I can iron everything else out on my own, you know what I mean? Like, I need to go to a bigger track is what I need to do, and then just fucking throw it sideways and see what the fuck happens to it. Which is probably what I'm gonna do right now. Hold on. We're back on display, dude. So, hold on. I do agree with what you said, though. I might try a different tire and then just fuck with it. I don't know. I just want to try something weird, you know, like I just want to attempt to do something. Try, Flux Auto Club, there we go. Alright. Okay, we're gonna change this to chassis 2 just for a second. Okay, those grips are actually pretty alright. Alright. Actually, we're gonna use the same setup that we had at Kansas. Doesn't sound smart, but trust me, brother. The thing that we're gonna do is back a little bit. It's supposed to model something between a bias ply tire and driving on dirt. Yeah, that's what I've always heard. But I think it's an inner liner too, because like the way that I've heard and always like listened to what the drivers were saying was that, like, the newer tires, like, years ago when they were running bias plies, like, they went and started, like, it would have a feeling of grip, and then it would all of a sudden walk away on this newer age tire when they brought in the inner liner shit. So, yeah, I know it only takes 30 seconds. I know. I mean, I'll attempt it, but it's like, I just want to try this first, though. Like, I just want to see what I've got. And then, like, go from there, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm gonna minimize my shit. Look at that shit. It went from straight up, like, 60 all the way back up to 130. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's with that? Holy shit! Come on, buddy. Also, sorry for typos. I'm using talk to text. Yeah, I feel you. Oh shit, I ran into the wall reading that. I feel you, dog. Yeah, like, I wish it wouldn't... I don't know. Damn, revving out, bruh. Alright, here we go. This is what we came here for. It's just, I needed to... Like, when it gets sideways, it stays there. It's just, I need it to straighten the fuck back out, man. That's all I want from this fucking stupid thing. And then I can iron all the other shit out. I've done it before. God, that reflection is fucking awful. I don't know. I might just, like, keep increasing the angle where grip exists. And then just, like, see what that does. You know? By the way, did you guys know that this was a thing on Windows 10? Like, when you shake Windows, it brings back other... I don't know. Anyway. Let's go down here. I feel like that scrub was good. But yeah, angle from parallel where grip stops. Okay. Fuck. Also consider the very small wheel lock range in our limits. It's realistic in pits with boost steering at low speed. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's a way to make it do it. It's just I just need to fuck around with it. Yeah, let's try... I'm gonna increase this. You know, let's do fucking 360, just see what the fuck happens here. Cause, like, fuck it, man. Loss of grip when sideways. I'm also gonna decrease that by like half. See what happens with that. That one can go away, I don't care about it. Yeah, it would help spin recovery. Like, that's the main thing that has... Like, that's the main problem with the game, is that spin recovery has always sucked. It's always been trash. Like, it's never been good. There's never been a time where it's like, it's been enough. I think that there would be a way to fix that, but I just don't... I don't know what fucking way. I don't know! You know? Need to turn on the light in here, though. I can tell you that. I can't see shit. I don't want to use my, like, actual light. I want to use my lamp, because, like, fuck overhead lights, dude. Huh. Fucking hell, dude. Oh, God. I think what you're looking for in the slide might be in the chassis. Try dropping the rear weight to, say, 10 kilograms or so. You might be right. Something that helped my sliding control and other mods has been adding, say, 5 kilograms. No, it's just like a systematic problem with the game. Like, look at how much fucking front weight I have in the bitch. I think what I can try doing is just increasing the fucking grip, like the maximum amount of grip that the tire fucking has over time, and then I'll just get somewhere like kind of close and then just call it a fucking day. Because I think it'll end up making this tire specifically drive better. Because I had it like that at one point. Yikes! About what I was looking for. Like, inertia could also play a fucking, play its toll. Holy shit! Okay, here's what I'm looking for. I just need you to stay sideways! That's all I want from you, dude! What the fuck? Holy shit! Bruh. Like, stay sideways like that. That's where I want you to stay. Please. Like, right there. If it stopped. You know? Right about here, if it stopped. Right about there. And then I could turn the fucking wheel back. And it just kind of like works. Hold on. I'm gonna just try driving the fucking piss out of it in the slide. Every time I did that, though, it didn't work. I'll try it, but just give me 1 second. I just want to try to... Oh, Jesus. I just want to try to slide it when the tires are hot and see what happens. Yeah, I did. I mean, it doesn't happen, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like the Chassis Zero tire is the tire that we're going to have to go towards because... Jesus. I mean, wrecking doesn't help, but, you know. Fuck off, you bastard! Stop it! Jesus. Alright, here we go. Hook to the right. Spin backward. Yeah. Why? Like, it'll do it at this... Well, no, it won't even do it at that speed. Like, see what it did there at the end? Why? Why does it do it that late? Like, on low speed, it does it perfect. It's just high speed, this game does not give a fuck. It doesn't help that the fucking whole ass came off the ground, but, I mean, you know, point remains. Alright. Try what you said, but I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need the shark fin effect. And that's what I can't fucking figure out. And it's gonna have to be done through the tire like it has to. Alright. Grip 1. Wait, isn't grip 1 in yours the low speed? Or is it not? Because I don't even remember. Mine's different. Oh, wait, this. I guess this? Fuck, I don't know. It's like, mine's low speed, and then sidewall, and then high. So, like, I don't know. Huh. Field 1? What? Field 1U? What? 17? What? Rather... Okay, Steve. 17? What do you mean? Alright, if... like, is it the sidewall? Okay, jeez. Sorry, dude. Out here tonight. Okay, so sidewall at 2.2. Fuck it, dude. I'll try it, but... I don't know how fucking... I don't know how well that's gonna go. Okay, 2.2. You changed it, sidewall? Yeah, I know. With a negative 50 on grip 2. So we're talking about this down here? Because I put it loss of grip 1 sideways. We must reduce field 22? Alright. Rather, when you say field 20... Yeah, okay, there we go. Jesus. Alright. Alright, negative 55. I'll show you what it does, because I've done this before. And every time I did it, it did not work correctly. Have you watched any of the Knee Pit Gaming or Brian Ring's BR 2019 videos? Yeah, I have. LOL, it says the field numbers on the far right of the sheet. Yeah, I know what you mean. Dude, the amount of times I've heard people fucking scream at me about that shit, about, you need to use Excel, is out of this world, by the way. But have I watched any of the BR19 videos? Yeah. I watched a few, but I don't, like, he doesn't show any of the shit that he actually does. So, like, I don't know. Fuck, man. Why did it uncalibrate the... Oh, wait, did it? No, I'm stupid. I thought my player file broke again, and I was about to be pissed, bro. Alright. Alright. So, I do have boost steering at low speeds on, by the way, so... Dude, this sidewall grip is about to be out of this world, though. See that? Fucking hell. That's whatever happened, like, anytime I ever changed it to those numbers that you were talking about. Like, I don't know how you got your numbers to work, but they wild. Jesus Christ. Like, why? Why did it do it? It didn't need to, and it's still there. Look at how nice that is, though. That's cute. Anyway. Like, why, dude? It just spins too fast. Like, have you ever, like, really looked at this game? Look at how fast the ass came out, man. Yeah, I know I have to throttle control it. Also, the grip 2 value affects the track bar. How's that? Because my track bar was pretty high. I think. Yeah, 13. I'll turn it down, I suppose. Jesus Christ! Any small undulation and I'm just like, bruh. Deja vu? Me too, guy. I have that shit all the time. About some of the dumbest shit, too. Like, I'll just be sitting there picking a booger and then I'll be like, damn, deja vu. Not really, though. Not actually, but... Fucking hell. Okay, that was stupid. That didn't work anywhere like I was intending. Hold on. I'll try that again. I'll just do it while the tires are cold. Fuck it, man. Jesus. Oh, I don't know the meme? Shit. Well. You know, like... I'm gonna lose my marbles here in a second. Like, are the tires still rolling when... Like, they don't lock up fast enough. That's another part. Where it's like, they should be locking up pretty much fucking immediate. But that was... That one was a little better just because, like, I swung it and then I immediately slammed the brakes. But that's not... I need to... I'll keep trying it, hold on. Jesus, fuck! Please help me, Jesus! Help me, Lord! Help me, Lord! Yeah, it just won't hook up, dude. Since you're in the original COT with the wing, how about you try and do the Ryan Newman blowover? I could give it a moderate attempt. That looks really nice, though. This fucking version of the COT mod was always the best. This isn't like the original COT, it's the Sprint Cup 2010 one. Made by Bullring. I think I do have one thing that I can do. that would possibly make that better. So angle where max grip exists, so 360, right? So angle from parallel. Let's go 240. And I might turn this up just a little bit because it's insane how fucking slow it is, like, to get up to speed. Like, it's fucking a handful, man. Change cars just because I feel like it. Bada boom, buddy. This feels interesting. Doesn't help that the did you start with the stock chassis zero tires? Yes, I did. Holy shit. Holy shit! Huh. I mean, that helped because I was in the grass a little bit. That looks so fucking nice, though. I need to turn off that fucking reflection, though. I mean, it would have sat where it was spinning to. We're getting somewhere. That's getting more where I want it to be, honestly. Like, I was able to, at a point when it got low enough speed, I was able to drive back into it. Like, it was at 60 miles an hour, though, which is a little too slow. Yeah, you're right. It would have saved the car from spinning. I mean, there is a way that you can add in side force. It's just, like, not realistic side force, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's weird side force. I don't know how to explain it. Shit, it doesn't even really want to spin at this point. It's kind of doing it. It's just like not... I think I might have that angle too high. As in it's not there, or it's too much like Dirt Rally 1. It can get there, but it takes a lot to get it there, and then when it's there, it's way too much. It's like reverse side force, exactly. This is kind of what I'm looking for, though. Look at that! Look at that! That was pretty close, honestly. That was pretty good. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Like, it's getting there. It does have some, like, problems, though. Like, I don't like how finicky some of the bumps are, but like here for fucking Auto Club, it's pretty good. Like that part right there can't be helped because of the fucking because of those bumps. I mean, that was kind of working. What he means by reverse is that, like, alright, so if I got to this point, right? In reality, I should keep going, but it would basically do this, but, like, ultra fast. Like, for me, when I've gotten side force to work, it's always been like, if a car got closer to you, it would give you more. It would give you more side force rather than disturbing it, if that makes sense. Like, if I ever got into a slide like this, then it would straighten out like I'm driving a fucking airplane and I pulled up and to the right. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. I'll add it in. Like, I'll show you what it looks like. Because, like, I don't care. Because I have what I need here. I'm actually gonna copy this. Make sure that, like, I don't end up... Ah, alright. So... Whoops, I'm stupid. Alright, so the way that I had listed this stupid shit was dumb. But basically dirty air stuff, like this shit right here, this is what I've always kind of used as like a way to add it in, like, you know, side force or whatever, but as in pure fun EXEs, fantasy EXEs, yeah. Yeah, there are some. Somebody made a Mario Kart EXE, which was actually, like, pretty lit. But I don't know where it is anymore. My dad is up in the kitchen fucking screaming. Alright, so here, I'll just make this hella stupid for you to see it. And it may not even work. Like, sometimes it doesn't even fucking work. That didn't work. Hold on, I'll show you though, cause like how much I was having to work earlier. See that? Like, you can't feel it. So you wouldn't understand, but I could feel the car shift when I got sideways, but I literally just drove it and let it just like do what it wanted to do. And it straightened out. It just doesn't do it at high speeds like how it's supposed to. And then there's sometimes where it'll literally just like not do anything. Like, I don't know, it's weird. There's no good way to explain it. See, it'll do it right here. There it was. Like, I was able to drive it through the slide, but after I had already swung it back. Like, see how it holds it there? Like, it works. It's just, like, not that great. Try looking at field 58 and 59 in the chassis section. Do you have, like, the hash code? Because if you give me the hash codes, I can easily find it that way. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, there we go. See, like, you can see where the side force held me going, but it doesn't work ever. Like, it works in the dumbest situations. Like how he said, it's reverse. Like, here, what I mean by, the hash code? These. I need those. Those. Bada boom, bada boom. I need these. If you give me those, I can look. Also, is Steve home yet? Because if he is... Alright. Nice, thank you. Go full screen. Yeah, what are these?
What do these do?
The reverse side force sounds like dailing it, but on acid. But that looked normal. Yeah, it looked normal. But, he told me they give him yaw grip. 58 is the front and 59 is rear? I'm guessing it's aero-wise. Wait, so what's 59? Where's that at? Am I retarded? I haven't tested them myself yet. So where's... Is this... Wait. So the one that you gave me was 58. Right? Is field 59. Okay. So that's rear, alright. I'm assuming that this is 58? All this shit here? Right? Or no? Am I dumb? Yeah, this is 58. Okay, sorry. You know me, dog. I'm on the fucking... It doesn't say field fucking 7,000 for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the fucking... I am in fucking Notepad, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't see it. Sorry. Anyway. So, if it gives me yaw... then I would want more of this. So we're gonna try a swing here. What am I doing, dude? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You're right. Shit, I don't pay attention to that. Shit. Shit, brother. Sometimes I'm dumb, bruh. Sometimes it happens this way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel it immediately. What the fuck is that? That feels so weird. What the fuck is that? I mean, it's doing something, I just don't know what it is. You can even see it when I'm, like, getting up to speed that it's... Jesus, it's doing something. I don't know what I'm doing, but... I went up just to see, like... Jesus. Yeah, I'm sure he did a small change, but I did a big old change. See, that looked pretty alright, but I was going slow, so... I mean, that was pretty good. In terms of a slide that you don't catch. Hold on, let me go to Kansas, because that was where I was actually, like, driving. By the way, how many people are even watching? Oh, 6. Alright, that's fine. That was weird. Oh god, that was weird. It feels different though. Like now we're getting into the realm of like, it feels way different. Wow, I don't know about you, but that was actually, like, kind of sweet. Like, that actually looked, like, kind of right. It's just, would it do that at high speed? Like, I don't think it would. I mean, that looked good. Like, by the way, I did not do that inside my cockpit. Like, it just kind of walked up the track, and then it was just like, bye! I mean, that did look... That looked pretty good. I mean, I would have gotten killed in real life, but... Wow, that line actually, like... You know what that actually feels like to me, though? Like, if we actually had a legitimate side force number, like, this is it. Because, like, the second I get out of the range of, like, what would be side force, it kind of, like, goes away. Like, grip goes away. Like, this feels like side force to me. Like, if I'm being real. But who knows? Like, this feels pretty good. It's a lot different. It's just the Frankenstein of like 3 people's ideas melted into one, which is kind of weird, but like, it's kind of neat. Look at that! It just like sits there. What the fuck? That's fucking weird. Like, what? It just sat there. What in the fuck is that? Oh, fuck. That was fucking weird. It's fucking weird, man. Alright. Oh yeah, I saw that too. That's it! Like, that's it! Like, it makes me feel stupid! Like, what is that line? What does it do? That's what I want to understand. Like, that's it! Like, the only thing that now the only thing that really needs to happen is it needs to, like, ride in a slide. I feel like if I keep going up on that, it's gonna do it. But I'm scared to do it. That reaction is how I feel on a new discovery in the yeah, dude, like literally anytime I find anytime somebody wow, alright. What the fuck? Anytime like somebody tells me something, like tells me about a new number or some shit, I'm literally just like, what are you talking about? And then I use it and then I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. Wow, that felt weird. That felt so weird. Alright. I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Like, this was me full throttle. Like, I got out of the throttle after a while because I was like, oh, it's just gonna spin hella hard. Hold on, I'm gonna keep fucking with that number, though. Have someone bump you and let's see it if you can hold a drift. Chicagoland reference. Yeah. Good point. If I had a server, I would. But, my fucking cable company locked me out, so. Fortunate, but true. Where the fuck was that line? Hold on, wait. Alright. So I put it to 1. Let's take a big old fucking swing at her and see what happens. Because this is the original number. I'm literally doubling it, or like tripling it pretty much. But it might be interesting. By the way, that's how I save my EXEs. Felix, sir. Hi! You know that the three of us together could put iRacing to shame, right? Yeah, probably. We'd have a good chance. Cause it's like dude, like, you need to get in Discord. Cause like, I don't know if you've missed a lot, Steve, but like, literally this is a Frankenstein of like 3 different people's ideas of shit. Like, it's fucking weird. If we could get a server and get a Discord chat group. Wait, what? Yeah, I agree. You know what? Actually, I'm going in fucking general on my Discord if anybody wants to be a part of that. But, it's alive, it's alive. Yeah, literally. This is so fucking weird, though, because this is literally a Frankenstein monster on the low key. Holy shit. Wow! It fucking... What?! That felt so fucking weird. It's just me screaming. But like... That felt so fucking weird. Like, you don't even understand. Hold on, dude. Wait. Like, I was just able to do whatever I wanted. Like, what? Watch this shit. It's gonna, like, start stepping out. You can see the tire tracks. I literally just turn it, and then I turn it back. It has so much fucking side force. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that? That doesn't even make any sense. I still need that... Wow, that was hella slow. But I still need that, like, in the throttle spin. Like, if it did have an ounce of, like, drift to it, then it would be kind of perfect, because that's, like, where the drift ends, pretty much. Like, right about here. That's where it goes kind of crazy. But I could try, like, really hard to try to drift it. Let's try that out. Thanks. This is traction a little bit. Yeah, I might try that. What? That felt so fucking weird. It's just me. Damn, I love how I'm repeating.
Fixed it. So
I get to hear how weird I am as a human.
I deal with that on a daily basis. Every time I...
What is that fucking line, dude? Hold on. Like, the one that, that Alex put in the chat, it was a hash code. Hold on. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the closest thing to side force I've felt. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, is that it's side force, and I don't understand it. It literally does feel like side force, though. That one. Yeah, that one's fucking sick.
As soon as I realized what you were trying to do, I'm like, oh, I know what he needs. And I rushed home to remember what the line number was.
The only thing that I need now is it to be, like, just over-exaggerated to the max, because that's, like, how it is in real life. So I'm just gonna keep, like, fucking with it, I guess.
Try about 0.4, 0.5.
Dude, I have it at,
Mike,
like...
you got me?
Yeah, I do. Dude, what the fuck? It literally does. It. Ooh. Like. It doesn't even make any sense to me. But, it has so much. If I went any higher, it would be stupid. I feel like now I can start, like. Wow, that's weird. Holy shit, that fucking works, though. That's so weird. I'm gonna. Here, I'll show it to you on stream. But I have it at hella high, like it doesn't even make any sense how high it is right now.
Hold on, I gotta mute my mic so I can go back to the stream because I can't mute YouTube on my phone.
Shit. Oh boy. It's so high though.
Alright, let me see here.
I'm gonna go even higher, like, you watch. I'm gonna keep trying it. Like, until it gets too ridiculous and I'm just like, alright. Crazy how this physics editor worked, though. We all three just started doing shit that we found out that works in the past and then put it together and we're like, alright, yeah, here we go, dude. This is fucking it! Crazy how life do.
And now the stream has changed.
Yeah, now the stream is fucking a miniature freakout.
You know, I mean,
Go 100.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was sick. Alright. Go 100. Go crazy. Go mentally deranged, yeah? Go brainless, yeah? Go wacky. It's funny, the stream was about the tire decoding, but now it's about side force. Yeah, oh my god. Because, like, that's what was missing for fucking forever and a half, dude. My track bar is like at 13, by the way. Like, it's almost as high as I can put it. I'll try doing it on the left rear, though. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that grip too, like, it seemed to make a bigger difference on the track bar.
Yeah, it does. I don't know
Like,
why, though.
Like, just changing a whole inch up or down, it just makes it a huge adjustment. That's what I'm trying to figure out, is trying to find that sweet spot.
Yeah. Because it is, like... It is pretty aggressive, like... When I just went up on the left rear by, like, 3, it was at 9, I put it to 11, ha ha ha. I mean, I wasn't able to stay in the throttle, though. That's the problem. That's the only thing that I'm missing now. Is that I can't really drive it while the slide is happening. But somehow I could. By the way, I've never heard you talk before in my life. This is strange.
Yeah, this is the first time we actually voice chatted.
Yeah, it's weird. How's it going?
It's going.
Yeah. You know, same.
But now, like, you're still using chassis zero tires, right?
Yeah, yeah, I started on straight up stock.
Yeah, but now if we could get the exact same effects to apply to the other chassis type tires.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the tires are still going to do that hooking effect even if we had that side force up.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's working though, like it's doing what it's supposed to do. Like, at least at tracks where it's not as bumpy, because that Auto Club, you saw it, where it would like, if the rear tires bounced, it was over.
Yeah. But
I mean, you can like, I don't know. It is a thing though. That flipping over shit because you have those tires kind of like this is definitely a fucking thing. Because that's what I've been dealing with for forever. And I don't understand how to change it. I try.
Wait, what's the value you're using on that that Cyforce one?
The one that you sent me.
Yeah. I think it was the bottom one, the 59.
Yeah. Do you? Oh, you want the number? Hold on.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember like how much of a change you did from the stock.
Oh, dude, I went. Okay, so hold on. I'll tell you, because I put it even higher just now. Control lift. Control. Yeah. All right. So for chassis 2, it was by default it's 0.0675. I did 0.4000, so 4,000.
Oh wow!
I'm using right now, but that might be a little bit too aggressive. But like, it's doing, you know, like you can feel it even when I did 1,000. It was like it was immediately recognizable that like, hey, something's fucking happening. So like, I don't know. It would just be about tuning it a bit. I might even try the front, cause like there could be something there too.
Yeah, it's weird. I have adjusted those two values in the past before, and I couldn't find a difference until like just now.
Yeah. I mean, I felt it pretty much immediately when I turned it up. Like it went crazy. It went stupid. Like.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make aggressive changes to figure something out.
Well, if their side force on the rear is kind of ridiculous, then at least with the with the Gen 6 era, it would be just as crazy on the rear as it would be on the front, since the noses are so fucking like.
Yeah, it's a lot more aero sensitive now. Like aero is much bigger than it was in 2003.
Yeah. I might. You know what? Go crazy, go stupid, dude. I put that at the 2000 on the front. We're gonna see what happens. I might break the game. Like, I don't know what's about to happen, but it's about to be fucking nuts. Go mentally deranged, yeah? Go brainless, yeah? Go wacky. Lose your marbles, mate. Oh, I didn't even realize there was junior cars. Alright, shit. Hype season is now. Whoa, that feels weird. I just hope it doesn't affect the air to the car in front as much. Oh my god. It feels like a rocket ship though. Oh, that's fucking weird. Oh my god. What the hell?
Damn, the stream is so far back.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate bit. Wow, that could start working though. Yeah, I could. Hold on. There is a way to fix that, but it's always made my stream quality look like Duke. But it would be interesting to fix that.
And you can't skip back. The DVR's turned off.
Do I really?
Yeah, it's a low latency mode on the stream, but it turns off the DVR. So if you miss something, you can't. The viewer can't go back in time.
I have it enabled though. What the fuck?
Something like that. can't exactly remember. It's been a long time since I live streamed something.
Hold on. I'll change that right now. Let's see. Stream should be back.
Because it's kind of buffering for me right now. I don't know if that's just my internet or what.
It could be.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's just my internet. It went back.
Oh, well, it buffered because I stopped streaming for a second. But, I mean, that's the low latency shit. I put it on low latency at least.
Did YouTube change their live stream stuff?
I guess, because, like, I have DVR, like, on my thing, like, right now. Like, I've always had DVR enabled, I thought. But I guess fucking not. Like, I don't know.
I'm only showing a few seconds of latency from the stream to this chat right now.
Well, yeah, it should be a little bit better because I went to low latency, but, I've always been kind of fucking depressed about how my stream looks fucking bad. Crazy. You wanna know what's nuts? Here you go, wait. I'll tell you what's nuts. Go crazy. Fucking... my bitrate is 7,000. And it still looks like ass. Because YouTube is stupid. And their constant bitrate is not constant. I mean, maybe that should be a little bit better, at least latency-wise. If it isn't, I'm shaking my damn head, man.
Are you using the YouTube stream beta stuff, or
No.
is it like just the classic? How it's always been? Because
Yeah,
I can't find that.
Yeah,
Can't find that classic one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the... Are you talking about, like, the studio for YouTube, or... Like, how
that's all I could find is the studio version.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm on the regular shit. Like, I went back, because it did update to the new Creator Studio, and I was like, fuck that noise, basically.
Yeah.
And I switched it back to the regular, because I don't want that new shit. That new shit sucks. It shows you your like to dislike ratio, and for my channel, that's not fucking good. I don't like seeing it. So, yeah, I turned it back on. The amount of side force I have is actually out of this world. Like, there's so much.
Wait, you said you were at, what, 4,000, 2,000?
4,000 on the rear, and then 2,000 on the front. So, 0.2000 and then 0.4000. Whoa, that was nuts.
I thought you were saying like you were at like 2,000.0.
No. The 0.2000. I want to go higher on all of them though. Like, I would try 1.0 just to see what it would do. I might now. Fuck it, dude. Like, I want to see what happens.
It's probably gonna break the game.
So close, it just won't go straight. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to go straight either. But, I don't know. It doesn't need to go straight. It just needs to fucking, like, do half of it. And then the rest of it is up to the person driving. Which is how it is in real life, too. Like, it's just you need to be able to have the option to be able to straighten back out. You know what I'm saying? Let's try 1.000. I'm trying it on the rear first. Because I don't think it'll break. I think if it does, it turns into a drag car, which is, like, kind of cool, I guess. I don't know if I could... It's like trying to make a gay guy go straight. There's a chance it won't happen. Golly fucking Moses, buddy. Alright, buddy. Got you, fam. This was not said by me. This was said by somebody else. I just read it. YouTube, please do not demonetize.
Yeah, I just got an advertisement from the stream.
Oh, really? Nice. Give me that fucking, like, 2 cents. By the way, I'm at 1.0000 on the rear. There's probably a limit, and then it's just like, go fuck yourself. Wow. Yeah, that honestly kind of feels worse. Like, I feel like it started doing the opposite now. No, I know you don't hate gay people, dude. I get it. It's just a shmeme.
It's actually been a kind of a long time now since I've actually worked with physics stuff.
Same.
It's been a few weeks.
Sometimes you just get burnt out, dude. Like...
Yep.
I had made a video and everything talking about how I was gonna, like... I was gonna take a fucking long-ass break from all this shit. Because, like, after a while, you get fucking bored. But, you know...
Yeah, I know. I'll put some of the 2019 physics on there, which, like, you know, it's kind of like, I'll be honest, like, it's kind of like just some things I'll throw together in, like, just 1 hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like, I'll change them, like, after, like, right after I post them.
Yeah. That sounds like
I'll just wait until the future, until the next time when I'm feeling like posting something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the 2019 shit is literally just regular chassis 2, no editing, and then you just slap
CTS physics.
Yeah, it's CTS chassis 2, but then you just slap a ton of fucking dirty air on it, and then it's over, and then you're done. Because, like, there's not a lot that has to get done. Like, aside from how the setups are supposed to be, like, that's literally it.
Wow, that spin was so slow. I'm doing some testing on my own right now, and with that adjustment that we're just talking about right now, the side force, the spin was really long, but I'm still using regular chassis 2 tires, and it hooked around at a point. So that's one thing we're going to fix.
Yeah.
It's the hooking. We have to figure that out.
I feel like these tire settings that I have right here for chassis 0 are pretty good.
I mean, I'm still using that the tire that I made for my EXEs, and
Yeah.
it's not the stock ones. It's like once you get on the brakes, like once the tires lock up, that's when the hooking starts.
Yeah. Like, I mean, honestly, like, I'll raid you out these fucking... You could try it on, like, chassis 0 tires, because that's literally what I'm doing. I put chassis 0 tires on chassis 2 cup, and then just started fucking with it. I was like, fuck it, dude, who cares? But, you know, I don't know.
Do you ever use the like the tester, the application to like using those mem files that you could load in and read from memory. Do you ever use that stuff?
I know Steve does, but I haven't personally ever done it, no.
I mean, it's a nice and quick, easy way to make adjustments instead of having to make a new exe and replacing them each time.
Oh yeah.
For just one adjustment. Because you could just load them into the application, into the game, instead of having to close it out. And you can also like you have a lot of freedom with the mems. I mean, I wish we could like do everything like what we could do in the mems, like moving like chassis 0 tires to like chassis 2, or flip-flopping those tires values.
Yeah, it would be nice if somebody could like fucking backwards engineer the testers so it would be super easy for other people, so we could just like have it like to a server so you could download the mem and then they just like load it into a launcher and then it launches the game with that mem shit without having to go through all the extra steps of like adding shit to your fucking system like in Windows 10 or Windows 7 or whatever to make it work. Like that'd be sweet. But
it would also fix like the issue with the fuel weight joined together with the cup and GNS frontal area.
Yeah.
Because with the mouse you could edit both of them independently.
I didn't actually even know that, to be honest. I never fucked with them because it never worked. So I was just like, whatever. But then Steve helped me make it work, and then I've just never used them. Because I always, like, I'm in the notepad, you know what I'm saying? So, like, everything's a fucking mess. Like...
I mean, when you view them in the tester application, it just gives it like a normal spreadsheet design look.
Yeah.
You can make changes on the fly, but you cannot run online that way or it will crash the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I know, it would be nice if the three of us could join one server and try something different, but unfortunately, I don't know if it's an anti-cheat or...
It probably is. Or it might be because we're like... It might be because the server exe would have to change the memory at the same time as we're changing memory. Or it would
the tester can only read the NR2003 credentials of like the game. Like if you change the credentials from the stock base game, and if you have that changed game running, the tester won't even find the game if you try to read from the memory.
Weird. That's fucked up.
For the service, it runs on that server application in the NR2003 main directory folder, and that's why when you're trying to do these changes online, the tester can't find the game itself because it's using a separate exe. It's looking for the base regular NR2003 game.
Yeah. It would be nice if there was somebody like hella smart who knew how to do coding and whatnot. But...
Oh, yeah. I know someone.
Hit him up,
You know
dude.
someone?
I did. He said he worked on the netcode, not that part of the game. He also did the out-of-bounds code for GPL.
Damn, alright.
He was my college professor. I think I told Alex already. He dropped my grade after I told him that his out-of-bounds code gave me black flags for two-wheel.
Yeah, I think he told me that too. I remember that.
Yeah, it's a fun story. Now it's out on stream.
Yeah,
He's probably watching this stream, just flipping his hair out.
Dude, I wish. I need to find a coder who would like take a fucking moment out of his day to try to figure out how to make CCM work again, because I need that. I want that back so fucking bad, it's retarded.
Oh, also, if you hit load mem files and then hit the X button 3 times, you can just click view and edit on the fly, and it'll load that in, and you don't have to like save a file.
Well, goddamn. All right.
Literally, just come out of the game. You have to leave the cockpit. You have to go back to like the menu screen, and then the physics change takes.
Shit.
Yeah, you can't do it in the race weekend. You have to be at like the main menu or any other menu except when the track is not loaded up. You have to reload the track and everything.
Wow, look at that.
No, mine, I can do it at the track. I just have to get out of the car.
Well, damn.
Damn.
Fuck.
Wait, which version of the test do you have? I have tester 05.
I think that's the same one.
I think we're all using that one. I think that's the only one that's there, maybe? Tester 05?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one that's out, I think.
There is another one that I've heard.
I have not seen the other one, but I've heard of it.
I mean that on the Reddit there's this tester 2.0, but you have to do that each time you open up the tester because it uses a separate program to unlock the other buttons and all that.
I mean, there is a tester 2.0 that was made by that that guy that fucking hates me on Reddit. What's his name? Race Ready 78. That's it. But you know, sometimes it do be this way. What's going on here, Brandon? Trying to fix this fucking tire so it works right, and it's kind of like getting there, to be honest. But, you know, who knows? Well, it's an old 2003 game. You're right, dude! That's why I'm still on Windows 7. I know, right? I want to put this fucking... my 1060 in my old computer and just, like, record one more video. And just let it be that.
But I used to do all my editing. Now I realize it because I have an old Windows 7 computer that I started with this physics editing stuff, and I still have a bunch of files on there that I've had from like a year or two ago, and I don't even know if like the hard drive is wiped out or not, but it's been boxed away.
Yeah. You should try to do that at some point, just so you have all your old shit. Cause if I would, dude, I was so fucking stupid when I first started doing this shit, where I would literally never save anything because I was a stupid fuck. This side force at Michigan is fucking wild.
Yeah, but back then I would always use the mem file, so any kind of like special mod I had, it was always you had to load the mems into the game.
Damn.
I never did touch the saving into the exe because it was just more confusing to read the spreadsheet for the exe rather than just easy looking at the mem files.
Dude, that spin right there was fucking good. Like, especially the second part was what I wanted. It's fucking it, dude. It's just a little bit too aggressive now.
Now we can reenact Kansas Talladega flip from 2009.
Hell yeah!
Where it hook around.
I've thought about that a lot.
Yeah, that's why I try to get into this physics editing stuff, just so I could figure out how to do crazy blowovers and all that.
Damn. Turning frontal area up super high does some crazy shit, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever tried that. But
yeah, I have.
There was an EXE where I put it to like 40.
Right.
And if you hit the fucking wall, it would you would literally just like do a fucking front flip
Also pack in the rear with a ton of downforce, and if you could get it to spin around all the way, it would help lift.
Yeah.
Help do those lowers as well.
I like putting rear downforce to like 0.8. That way, at about 100 miles an hour, you do about.
Yeah.
That's what happened with my kart EXE a long time ago. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh
shit. You use that as a way to know that people were in the wrong EXE.
Yeah. I literally did that on purpose.
I would just lower the ride height down to the ground. So like people could set the max springs and the highest ride height they can in the garage and still hit the track. That's how they know.
I actually want to talk to Brian Booth since we're going to make a couple different versions of the IR20. Like one for stock game, and then one for like the edited game.
That mod is starting to look in real good. Like, the only thing that was wrong with the last version, like for real, that was depressing, was like how small the front wings were. Like they weren't tall enough. But now he's got that shit going, boy. It's fucking hype.
You do know that my physics are the official physics of that mod now, right?
Yours?
Of that chassis, yes.
Nice. That's lit.
Like it's going up on NASCAR Fun Facts as soon as we decide it's ready.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm giving him absolutely everything I've got. I mean, if it's done, it's going out there. Might as well use.
hell yeah, brother. I wish he would make a. I hope that he makes a version without driver arms, though, like how he did for the last one. Because, dude, I can't stand driver arms for NR because they just look fucking awful.
Did you see any of the latest videos? He actually went in and made it so that you can remove the wheel and still get cockpit.
Wait, what? Hold on.
You can run that. There's a video on his Facebook page, a teaser video where he goes in and drives the car up the new runner around. He made it so you can take the steering wheel out, but you still have gauge.
The fuck?
Yeah, like dash gauges, kind of.
Huh. Interesting. Wait a minute.
I think it was the 2015 truck mod where it had, like, I think that was, I don't know if that was like the first mod that had the driver arms in there, but it always looked like when you drive a cockpit view, it looks like his arms like crossed over, reaching the other side of the wheel.
Yeah, it looked fucking weird though. I'm going to his Facebook page right now. I'm gonna find this shit. Was it like a long time ago or was it recent?
In the last couple months.
Need to go based off videos then. Oh, this must be it. Oh, no. Not it.
Just wanted to show you what we got going on so far.
Oh yeah, so you can turn off the wheel but still have the gauges.
The idea of using virtual mirrors.
That's it.
Another complaint.
Oh, yo, that's fucking lit. How do you do that?
I'm also toying with the idea of using virtual mirrors. Another complaint was the mirrors were kind of useless, which I agree. So I'm going to probably add some virtual rear view mirrors in the cockpit view.
That looks great. That's nice. Start reacting that.
Yes, definitely big shout out to Brian Booth for all his hard.
Yeah, for real though. He does make, like, at this point, he's the only one that makes, like, That's not true. Splash and Go and him are the only ones that make mods at all. And they're both sides of the fucking coin. They're quality mods. It's too bad that fucking Osmond's about to fucking leave for Splash and Go, so it's a big RIP.
Yay, I figured out push to talk so I can watch the stream at the same time.
Hell yeah, buddy.
I just had the stream on my phone with the volume turned off.
Wow, that actually is starting to work. I just need to figure out a way to get it to go straight again. Also, these gears are fucked.
Do you still use those locked gears that I gave you a while ago?
Yeah, I did for the Gen 6 shit, but not on this one. Because, it's the 2008 shit. I don't think they had a locked rear gear for that year specifically, but I did for the Gen 6 stuff, yeah.
Not sure how real the NASCAR the game series is, but I remember in like 2011 the fourth gear was locked at 1.0.
Yeah, I mean
it said it in the description it was locked per NASCAR rules.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they actually have it locked at in real life, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure in real life their rear gear is like 3.67 for like the whole entire fucking thing. And then, yeah, the fourth gear is locked at 1.0. They don't want people doing that fuckery. Damn, if it would just straighten out. How much, like, actual space do I have with this? I need fucking CC.
Yeah, I really liked how that 2010 mod that you're using, like, it looks like the car is like an actual car on the track.
Yeah.
And, like, it wasn't, like, 8 inches off the ground.
Yeah. I agree.
Because that's the thing that pretty much bothers me the most. Like, you could run like 2 inches of ride height and still look like you're 6 inches off the ground.
Yeah, I literally... all I did was... because this mod was already, like, ride height wise, it was already kind of, like, high off the ground. So I was like, fuck it, dude. Like, so is Cup 10. It's the same way. But I literally just, like, lifted the car up, like, I think 2 inches. And then it was perfect. So I was like, fuck it, dude, I don't have to do anything crazy. Because that's all I want. I just want the cars to be, like, graphically sealed to the ground.
Yeah.
Because it looks ugly when they're fucking just jamming it into the pavement. Like, I don't know why they didn't... at least the developers didn't try when this game was first coming out to get it to look that way. But, I don't know, whatever, fuck it, dude. They made it to where only the suspension can clip, which is stupid. I'm literally spinning in the same place every fucking lap. Which is stupid. I'm literally spinning in the same place every fucking lap. I have no idea what you just said. I feel like you're gonna have to use a different tire for it to go straight. No, I think this tire would work. It's just I have to get it to where, like, the rear has to have exponentially more side force than the fucking whoa, holy shit, than the front. So like, at a point, it's when it gets sideways, the air needs to be pushing it back forward. Which I think I can, it's just I'm gonna have to do some fucking around, basically.
Yeah, I use the Chassis Zero tires for my super speedways.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one thing the biggest issue with that is the tire scrub piece. Like, you could turn the wheel like almost 90 degrees, like extra, or something like that, when you're cornering at like Daytona, and you'll still like maintain speed through the turn.
I have it. You can adjust that.
Yeah.
Like, I turned down the scrub from 650 to 500. Also, given this tire wear helps that as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually kind of happy with how this tire is. It's just needs that one little extra thing.
Yeah, with the EXC where I'm at right now, like, I don't think I didn't really change much on the tire wear inside the EXC, but rather, like, you know, still using like the principles from the INI. Yeah. Like, I have the INI tire wear jacked up.
Yeah, I go into the thing like and adjust it myself.
Because I should still just make it easy and, like, you know, have everything based around one value 1.0s and all that in the INIs.
Yeah. I only adjusted the tire wear for Chassis Zero for this particular occasion because, like, it literally has no tire wear, like, whatsoever.
No tire wear, yeah.
So, and like tire heat, it didn't really have a lot of either, so I turned that up too. But I think I turned it up to like, I have the number for it, but it's a lot compared to the CTS Chassis 3 tire. It's like that CTS 3. Its tire is like 418. I have this one on 718, so it should wear pretty good. But I wanted it to be a little bit of a rock tire too, where it doesn't like wear ultra hard, because it wasn't supposed to in 08. They were running fucking rocks.
Oh, there's one thing I've always been trying to figure out. Is that a way, like, how the tire pressures to come up even more? Because, like, what I see out on track, like the left side tire wear, after, like, 15 or so laps would come up only, like, 3 or 4 pounds.
Yeah.
And if I could figure a way to make it come up more, or to, like, instead from, like, 28 PSI, to after about 15 laps it'll be at like 33 or 32. If I can make that come up to like almost close to 40.
I think
or
there
so.
Is a way. It just
makes the game
weird from what I've done.
You're gonna have to look for numbers that match up with numbers in the ideal gas law equations.
You just spoke to me in foreign, and I don't understand what you just said to me.
There, in other words, there's a number in there, I'm sure, that controls gas expansion.
Wow.
Yeah.
What in the actual fuck was that?
Basically, it'd be like filling your tires with, say, I don't know, helium or something instead of nitrogen.
Did you see that? It literally just sat there the whole time. What the fuck? It could just straighten out. Like, that would be perfect. Like, that right there is splendid.
I mean, it started straightening out, but that's because the right front tire blew.
Yeah, it blew out. I think it would have straightened out if I would have let off the gas. I might try that again.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, like the looking back at the crash in Kansas, the 2017 one where Eric Almirola got his injury.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how it started when, like, I think Joey Logano, I don't know, I can't remember if he blew a tire or like something failed in the suspension, in his right front suspension, but like once that thing failed, it hooked the car to the left, and I would think they would just straighten the car and make the car not turn, but it was kind of weird.
It blew so, yeah, I think it was a combination of both, because like the suspension, oh, there we go. The suspension fucking blew so hard that it blew out the tire, is what I think happened. Because they were going, like, the speeds that they were running that day were fucking retarded. Like,
yeah.
For a night race with all that grip, they were running like 210 going into the corner, and then they were like 185 in the corner.
Yeah.
So they were going fucking fast. Like, I feel like at some point something got weak and just fucking exploded and then blew up the tire too. And then that's what made it fucking do that shit. But yeah, even if that were the case, it should, like, it would only make him just go dead straight.
Yeah, 185 through the corners. I mean, NASCAR wants the low downforce package, and we're still getting ridiculous speeds through the turns.
Yeah, it's because that fucking chassis is made for high downforce.
Yeah.
It wasn't made for anything else. I actually went back and watched the, I think it had to have been the Dover 2017 race. Because I was like, you know what, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna watch it. And, like, how small the spoiler was, looking at how it is now again, literally had nothing on the rear end. Like, not a single bit of shit on that rear end. And it was still hauling ass.
They didn't really change much from 2017 to 2018, yet, like, the quality of the racing in 2018 was a little bit kind of worse, in my opinion.
I thought it was better. I mean, amongst the top
unless,
four
like, Dirty Air, like, you know.
Oh, well, yeah, Dirty Air was pretty bad.
It didn't seem as apparent in 2017. But I remember in 2018, it was bad as, like, 2015.
Well, I think that was because in 2017, like, those fucking, the dudes who work in the shop and everything, like, in the aero department, like, they're fucking with shit all the time. Like, you want to hear something interesting? When Kevin Harvick got busted in 2018 at Texas in the chase.
Yeah.
One of my friends works in photography for NASCAR. I'm not gonna say any fucking names because I don't want him to get in trouble or some gay shit. But he was on pit road when all the cars were sitting there. And he took pictures of the rear end because he saw it, where these motherfuckers were, like, not even bolting down the spoiler. So, like, when the spoiler wasn't bolted down, it would sit up straight at 70 degrees. But in the corner, it would have
flatten out.
Yeah, it would flatten out. And they were running, like, it would probably go from anywhere from, like, 70 degrees on the straightaway like when they were sitting there to like 65 when they were running.
Yeah.
And then it would straighten back up in the corner because they'd be letting off the throttle, so it wouldn't push it down. It was crazy. And like the only reason why Kevin Harvick got caught was because they used a spoiler that wasn't NASCAR mandated. They made their own spoiler, which is a no-no.
Yep.
It was fucking wild, bro. Like, when he showed me the pictures, I was like, what in the absolute fuck were they doing?
Yeah. And it was weird, like, you know how they, after the winner wins the race, they get out at the start-finish line, they get the TV crew and everything, they get the close-up camera views of the car after he's out, the driver's out. In that race, I looked at the, like, they gave a close-up view of the spoiler, and it looks like the spoiler was, like, cut in like, two different, at both the left side and the right side ends. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, or what, if it's some sort of, like you know, like, cheat. But it like, the spoiler did not look even, like, even angles, like, all the way across the entire car.
Because when they didn't bolt it down, like, the, when it was on the straightaway getting pushed back a couple of degrees, in the corners, it was moving to the left and right sides of the chassis, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, if you cut the left side of the spoiler a little bit, and, had the right side still, like, normal, then, in theory, it would put more strain on the right side of the spoiler.
Yeah.
Because it was, you know, least compromised. Packing more fucking air on the right side, so, like, you just had ultra fucking grip through the corner. So, like, that might be why.
Wow.
He said, fuck off, dog.
Yep.
Damn.
The people are just coming home right now.
Yeah, that's probably why you saw that. Because, like, it makes sense. They fuck with those cars super hard, though. Like, I think that's why the dirty air got worse, because they figured out a way to, like, really suck the front end of the car down. Like, denting in the roof, how they were, like, compromising it, was making it to where it was pushing the ass down, so straightaway speed was better. Especially the Fords, because they were down on straightaway speed in 2017. I don't know if you remember that. But they would compromise the roof, so it would push down on the rear window, put the ass further down, and then put the front higher up so they could run even lower front downforce. Like, run the ride height hella low, so it sucked right down onto the track. Like, that's why, in 2018, when they went back to Las Vegas, they didn't, for Kevin Harvick at least, they didn't adjust their setup. So, like, when he was on restarts, he sucked ass because the splitter was jamming the fucking pavement. Because they probably thought, okay, we'll weaken the rear window just a little bit, but not enough to where, like, it breaks. And it didn't work as well. And he was just slamming the fucking ground on restarts. So, I don't know. But then again, I could be dumb as hell and not know what I'm talking about. But it makes sense in theory. It was just fucking rocking the chassis back. But who knows? I'm gonna change that one thing that I did. It was a little too much.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5th day of July, in the year 2050, I, Lady Gillespie, am proud to present to you Hawkins and his robot jazz band.
Man, I wish I could get my AI to work right.
Just gotta make LPs. Like, that's the only way that you're gonna get it to work, more likely, is to make an LP while you're running the EXE. Like,
Yeah, especially with the new package, since we're pretty much full throttle all the way around almost.
yeah. Cause like I started doing that with some of my EXEs, and it was like life changing. It made the races way better. I wish I could go online, that'd be sick. Specifically with this EXE, because, like, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I've had about, like, minimal online testing with the EXEs I've made. Just to test out the dirty air and drafting, but I still don't feel 100% on that.
Yeah. It's hard to get people to want to test your stuff, by the way. Like, anytime that I've ever gotten anybody to test my stuff, it was always people that I knew weren't gonna give me a lot in terms of information.
Yeah, it's just people who just want to get the EXE early and just want to run it.
Yeah. Which, like, I get. Makes sense. But... dude, my fucking gears. I'm going way too fast in Michigan, though. Oh, shit. I tried to straighten it out that time, and I just fucking ate wall.
This is the 2008 EXE, right, that you made?
Yeah, the one that I literally started as the stream was happening. Like, I feel like I have the downforce right. It's just, getting the drag and all that shit right. What needs to happen next. If I was able to host my own damn servers nowadays, I'd be doing it all the time, but I cannot anymore.
I would always just use the Hamachi thing, but you always have to keep that on.
Yeah, it sucks.
But a long time ago, I got the port forward set up. I don't know if any of that has reset because I haven't tested it yet.
Most of the time when your ping changes, that's when it resets. And sometimes your ping can reset a lot. Jesus Christ. It's weird. Holy crap, I did not even realize I was watching New World. Bro, you're the reason I have NR2003. That's fucking sick, dude. Keep playing it, because new people need to keep coming in for people who want to keep doing shit. Like, that's real shit. Fucking, it's wild how many people have quit playing this game. From the looks of it, it looks like you've sorted out the tail spinning issue. Yeah. That part is gone. It's just trying to figure out all the other shit that has to happen next. I need to give this tire a little bit more tire wear too, because it wasn't going away anywhere near as fast as it needs to.
I mean, the AI just can't stop crashing each other after a lap.
What are they doing?
They'll probably just get like half a lap in until they'll go into like turn 3, then they'll just like bounce off the track.
Bounce? What do you mean bounce?
Like, I think it's probably because like my XE kind of uses extreme values, and the AI, it will just sometimes just break the AI where they just can't drive. Like they'll they'll kind of like hit like a small bump, and also in the car will just start doing the popcorning effect.
That's weird. Yeah, you would just have to make your own LPs, dude. Like that's the only option you've got, honestly. Yeah, man, I downloaded it when I was 9. I started on keyboard and now I'm on wheel and it's fucking crazy, bro. I just went to a random streams trying to see if anybody wants to go online. But even though you are not going online, how do I go online? It's a complicated process, man. Like, I'll show you a synopsis, alright? Like, a little short, test of like what you would have to do, right? So you run your command prompt on administrator and you would type in ipconfig, and then you have your default gateway right here, and then this number here, you would go and type that into your browser, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try it out for you. So 192.168.0.1, and then normally if you didn't have a fucking horrendous you know, cable company, you would just get logged right into your fucking router and you would see a bunch of settings called like port forwarding and all kinds of shit like that. For me, my shit sucks, right? So I can't fucking do that. So, but sometimes you have to do this /admin. And for me, mine just goes right back to this stupid fucking page because they're assholes. So, yeah. It's complicated, dog. You could probably find a video about it where they're like, yeah, this is how you fucking do this shit or whatever, but since my cable company's a cuck. I can't do it, so... Which is unfortunate.
I switched to a different track and the AI is actually working here. And like the dirty air is really bad, but like AI, like I don't think they could like actually sense like they actually work with dirty air, so they're just running in a pack while I'm sitting here just falling back wearing my tires out.
That's unfortunate. I mean,
because it literally looks like Daytona with the AI, but with me, I'm just burning my tires out.
yeah. That's the rough part. Did you ever download my what was it? Where's that shit at? What is that shit called? Jesus. Am I retarded? The Pappy AI thing that I uploaded on my Discord?
Was it the one that fixes bouncing and all that?
No, it's I mean, yeah, it fixed that, but also like what mine does is it spreads the field out like pretty quickly. If you have like the ratings kind of random, but like a big skew in between like certain cars, or like, so if Kevin Harvick was racing, he would be up near the front, but if you have like a slow car, like front row motorsports type car, they would be like considerably slower. It would make this field stretch out like pretty far, like how they do in real life or whatever. Like,
yeah, I don't think I have downloaded that yet.
Hold on, guy.
Because I know I took the one that supposedly fixed the bouncing and the spinning with the AI.
There you go, dude. Try it out. Where is this shit? David Land uploaded a video talking about F1 versus IndyCar talk because of Coda. I downloaded it, but I deleted it for a better one. Damn, alright, shit. Sorry, dude. Sorry to disappoint you with my horrendous content. My main issue with alt Pappy Ionize is that cars commit die at Sonoma. I never have had a problem, to be honest. That's the one I grabbed after deleting one you posted. I fixed AI auto brake when spinning. Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's that like crashing recovery slip angle where like I think like the stock EXE has it about like around like 40 degrees.
Yeah.
Like 0.4 to where they actually lock up the tires. But if you extend that, it helps some. Like it makes crashes look a little bit kind of more real with the AI, but like sometimes like you get a car that'll be like 90 degrees sideways and like they'll still save it.
That's fucked up.
Like you could like spin a car out and they'll spin down the track, but then they'll just like be on like rails almost and just straighten out. That's the issue I have with that.
Yeah.
And like you see like zero tire smoke, like the tires don't scrub on them until they getting crashing recovery.
Yeah, I hate that fucking shit. I remember people dicking with that, and I would download their Pappy AI ionizers after they did it, and it would always drive me fucking bonkers, dude. Like, that shit always looked bad. I never understood the point. Just clip. Probably why it's slow.
Man, I'm just totally zoning out here. There's so many things I want to try to get done, and I'm not even doing anything.
I feel you, dude. It happens to me all the time. I do that at least like 82 times a day. See you later, Toxic. Have a good night and whatnot. Damn, those tires blew out real quick.
Got a plant, Cap. Hang on to her now.
You too, unless I'm streaming, I have mixed emotions right now. I feel you, dog. That's me 24/7. Anything but default, they spin in turn 6 and 7. I've literally never had that problem at Sonoma. I ain't even gonna lie, bruh.
I mean, I was, what I just did just a few moments ago, driving at 30 miles an hour, then I revved the engine so I could spin the wheels, and I spun out, and I had the boost steering load speeds on, and I was able to catch that slide from a pretty, like, yawed out angle. But if, like, I was running at, like, at full high speed, that wouldn't have happened.
No, definitely not. I think a way that we could get around that would be pretty simple, but we just don't know what it is yet. It's just gonna be a lot of digging.
There was an interesting value that I found in the garage EXE CSV,
Yeah.
where you could change the garage settings, and one of those unknown values had like a value of like 32,760 something. It was like in 30,000s. And the thing that was interesting to me is that with the wheel I have, after if I go into calibration and I calibrate it, I get that exact same number to where my wheel is dead center.
Huh. That might be a way to bring in like 900 degrees.
I mean, I've tried it. It's been a long time, but I didn't do much testing on it. I couldn't really tell a difference. But I wasn't quite sure what it was. If I could get like if I could actually dig through that testing, if like maybe find something, it could be possible.
It probably would be, because I've done a bunch of shit to try to bring in 900 degrees, and it's never fucking worked, and it pisses me off. Like, I got it to work really well one time, and then it just fucking went away, so it truly do happen to be this way. Speaking of Sonoma, does anyone know if a 2019 version is being made since NASCAR is going back to the old layout? No, I do not. Well, that's not true. There was supposed to be, but I don't know what they're doing, so. But it was supposed to be for the IndyCar layout, which is like different than the one that NASCAR is going to be running. They're going to be running the, I don't even know how to explain it to you, to be honest.
Someone say Indy cars?
Yeah, there was gonna be an IndyCar version of Sonoma, but that went along with the wayside, and so did the fucking the St. Pete, which was unfortunate.
I was just looking at St. Pete like last week and thinking about, there's only 6 spots on the track that really need a change to be accurate, besides some line.
Yeah, the one that was getting made was the, what year did they, fuck up the track when they added in that one, like, really pointless chicane? Was that 17 or 18?
Actually, I think it might be the year we have, 13. Wait, what chicane are we talking about? Because the only one I think of is like they reconfigured turn after turn 1 and made it all.
No, it was. Remember when Bourdais won at St. Pete?
Yeah, wasn't that last year?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had. Hold on, I'll find it on. I'll show it on stream if I find it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all they did was they changed the S's after the first.
Huh.
They basically made it 1 car wide, which is why Will Power, thought he would stuff it in there, and they would.
No, no, it was. Hold on, I'll find it. I'll find it. Give me a second. I just gotta look on YouTube real quick. Cause they added in that goofy shit.
Has moved on to be
Hold up. I need to see if it was 18. Because I don't think it was. I think it might have been the year before.
You sure you're not thinking of Toronto when they screwed that track off?
No. To talk about IndyCar, who's better driver, Felix Rosenqvist or Wickens? Wickens. It's not even a competition. To be honest,
currently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just in general, I guess that's what the guy was asking. I think it's fucking Wickens. Wickens was really good.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't get injured, I figured he would have won a race before the season.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that doesn't. Well, we'll have to see. Give it the rest of the season before we cast judgment.
This is it. See the stream. They added in that fucking rumble strip there. Right there. That's what it was. Because they used to go right to that wall and enter, like, super wide. And then for whatever reason, they're retarded. And then they added in that rumble strip. Because that's, like, after turn 1. That's the S's section. And then they added that rumble strip that cut the corner literally in half. Like, almost over half. Like, look at how little room they fucking have. That was the race.
Moving that curb, I think, caused every wreck in the race because there was no room for. Well, no. Rossi drove into Wickens well before.
Well, this was 2017.
Oh, did they take that out for?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
they ran it in 2017, and then it was trash, and the drivers hated it, and were like, "Please God, fucking fix it," and then they took it away. Because it was trash. That was such a useless addition. Like, look at how
yeah, all it did was take a passing zone away.
Yeah, literally.
Actually, all it did was take, like, the best passing zone away.
Yeah. I don't understand why they even did that, but they did it. They're goofy.
Well, I've done a lot of work at St. Pete as far as the way the car handles. I want to try and get that going at some point this week if you want to possibly do another.
Hell yeah, dude.
I got 2 EXEs, version A and version B, and I don't really know which direction to go, so I'll let you guys.
Make sure to send it to me for sure, because I'll do it. I've just been a lazy fuck and haven't done all the other ones because I'm lazy.
Version A is the one that's already on your Discord. I'm just putting some finishing touches on B before I
Yeah. I got you.
Also, I'm doing this on my phone on, like, speaker, and I don't know how it sounds.
How it's not?
Not as bad as the microphone.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I've only been sitting at a computer for maybe about 10 minutes of this whole.
Damn, really?
Yeah, the rest of the time I've been on the road. I got the notification on my phone and it just kind of like fucked my whole night up. Like, well, now I have to.
Now I gotta go watch his horrible content.
Well, then I saw that Alex was here and it's like, well, fuck, now I have to go home.
Yeah. Cars are blowing out real easy now.
I don't know. I was just kind of sitting at home, not doing anything, just bored, doing what Alex does, just watching TV, you know. And I just see this notification. I was like, huh.
I was actually out doing an errand for a buddy. I was sitting at a Five Guys waiting on food when I get the notification, and I totally forgot to get my best friend's pregnant wife all the mayonnaise she wanted, and I got murdered when I.
Damn, you got a pregnant wife, buddy?
No, my friend's pregnant wife. They suckered me to get the food for it.
God damn. Friendship, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I took like a 20-minute detour to go deal with this instead of that, so it's like, well. I'm like, yes, video games are more important than food, clearly.
100%. Speaking of which, I haven't even eaten my dinner yet. I had spaghetti waiting and everything. I gotta get that at some point.
Yeah, same. I've been on here on the stream doing testing, and my dad came home with pizza, and I haven't even touched.
Damn, go get it! What the hell?
And this was like since like I first joined, like hour and a half, 2 hours ago, or something like that. I can't remember.
Have you messed with downforce yet? The old wing of DOT used to have a lot from. Yeah, I have. I put some on it. I didn't put a lot though.
Oh, one other interesting line in the downforce area to play with. The line directly above rear wing downforce seems to be like a multiplier, and it does some really weird.
A multiplier.
Yeah, that's the one that's like default. It's like 0.01, right?
Yeah, something like that. And PTA is like 0.05.
Oh, rear wing drag?
No,
Right underneath the wing drag.
Yeah.
it has like a bunch of, it has those question marks on it, and it has downforce on it as well.
It's
It's something to do with the rear. Like, I mean, I've increased that a lot, and it increases like the rear downforce in a way, but also like it's really sensitive to AI as well.
on my stream right now.
I've got it narrowed down to one of two things. It's either diffuser downforce or the lever from the rear axle to the rear distance point of the axle to the front of the wing.
I have it listed as aero balance because that's what it felt like to me.
I mean, a little bit, but it not. I mean, okay, I can move it what's supposed to be to the back, and the car gets free. And I'll move it forward, and sometimes the car gets free, sometimes the car gets tight, depending on my other set.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, if you have like, I've tried it with different types of cars, and it does the opposite with different cars.
It probably has to do. Yeah, you're probably right. It probably is like a little bit of a diffuser thing. I wouldn't be surprised. There is like wicker bill options, by the way.
Yeah, I played with those. They're interesting.
Yeah. Those are the ones that are directly under the overall downforce.
Yeah, it's also, yeah. I tried one of those. It's interesting. I mean, like one of them, like you change. I can't remember which one it was, but you would change it, and like it will like increase its drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like high-speed drag, though. It doesn't really. If you're going under 180 miles an hour, you don't even notice the difference. At least on my mod, but well, I'm also going 230 plus out most of it.
Yeah.
Man, I really need. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. For the IndyCars, a small change makes a huge speed difference.
Yeah.
The other one there, not the flat, not the drag flap, but the other one, the I have not noticed any difference, and I've gone positive 10 and negative 10, and no.
For what?
The line right next to, it's the other zero right next to the drag flap rail, or the line we were just talking.
Oh, the wicker bill one, the one underneath it, or the yeah.
The other zero, I don't think there's any other zeros next to it, but there's two zeros right next to each other. One's the wicker bill, and the other one, I don't know.
Oh, fuck. I'm pretty sure they're the same thing, to be honest.
Because like on the IndyCars, at least on my mod, the other zero made, like I said, I went to positive 10 and negative 10, and no change in the way the car drove. Or
huh. That's weird. I don't know.
I also didn't try it in traffic, so who knows? Maybe it's amount of aero push. That'd be nice if it's like a adjuster.
I mean, did you add in dirty air to your?
Wait, which line are you talking about?
Stuff? Or
the other zero next to wicker bill.
Yeah, on my stream. Like, you're talking about the secondary zero after the first one, right?
No, there's another, like a whole other field of zeros right next to that one. I can't remember. I don't have it in front of me now, so I can't look at it and tell you.
Well, here,
and if I switch over
on the stream, if you see that, like, tell me where to go after this.
Is it like the one right above front wing drag? There's like a whole bunch of zeros, and there's one that's there's one line that says negative 0.003 or something like.
I think that's the wicker bill, is it?
The one underneath, like where it shows downforce. There's the regular downforce lines, and then there's secondary ones that are underneath it. I have that one as downforce from full tape because that's what I felt was like. If I match the numbers for the downforce that I used for, like, say, chassis 2, and then I put that for the numbers underneath, like these in specific that are on the stream right now. If I match those, then it would be like ultra fucking downforce, like on full tape. So that's why I put it to downforce from full tape. But then under that is Wicker Bill, and then downforce from 0 tape. I think that's front drag. But
I'm gonna play with that. You know what? Now I really have to play with that because I wanted to get quicker gain in front wing.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. That's what it worked like that for me.
Yeah. All my testing was done at minimum downforce settings, front and rear, to see if I could feel any. Then I also did it at maximum, but I didn't really feel the difference because it's so, with a maximum on my EXE like 4,000 pounds of downforce on the super speedway version, so like 6,000 on the road course. And you have to take the downforce away to tune your chassis, I've noticed, because it just masks.
Yeah, no, you have all those rearranged, but that the one that you're talking about, the downforce from the max, that's the first set of field lines directly underneath the downforce, and right just under that one you have it labeled as Wicker Bill, and that's the one that's just right above the front wing drag. The Wicker Bill is the one, the set of zeros that he was talking about with the negative 0.003.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the one, above that we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one, the field 46 is what he has highlighted right now. The one that he was talking about is the 45th.
Yeah, this one. All of these.
Hey, quick question for you guys. Do you think we could do this exact same thing, but start at the top and just work our way down for another stream? Because I think that would probably be the most helpful thing anyone messing with the physics editor could ever.
Bug, yeah, buddy. I would definitely do it again, because this was fun. Like, I learned a lot of shit today.
Yeah, like Alex knows a lot of stuff that I don't know, and apparently you, looking at what you have in front of you, you get a lot of labels I've never seen.
Yeah. Because I went through it one day and just started fucking doing a bunch of shit.
Yeah, like, when looking at that, like, there's only 2 lines that I really know that truly affect the dirty air.
Oh, I have, like, a bunch. There's a few.
Yeah, and there's only, like, 2 of them. Like, that side force value that you were telling me about a while back, like, there's the 2 fields right below it are like the only 2 values I seem to affect the dirty air.
I've actually found an interesting way to affect dirty air. The smaller the frontal area, the less it affects the car.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Also, front wing size. It's like, the bigger the front, the bigger that number, the less aero push you get because you get a bigger.
The only thing I really noticed that from like lone testing without like any like AR cars is that I've always been using that as like if I want to shift like the balance of the car for like loose versus tight, because I noticed if I set that higher, it would only like loosen the car up. There was like no, I didn't really notice any change in downforce.
Well, it also depends on what your downforce level is at too, because I actually turned my front wing downforce way up just so you can actually feel the change.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and yeah, there was this IndyCar mod that I sort of made a little bit.
Was it like 1.2 or like 2?
Yeah, I went up to like 0.4, and like the stock value is like 0.08 or something like that. So it's pretty big.
I actually went over one with it before without terrible results. But at that point, Brandon said it felt like it was more overall downforce. That was back my my original DW12EXE, which I should probably go.
Yeah. Just relabeling some of this shit now, since I've got some extra stuff to work with.
That actually would probably be a good thing to do, like on a separate.
Yeah.
Although labels, because you know, then will everyone else can have a reference as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe just take an original you know, the original exe, and just go through it line by line and add the labels as we go, so it's like a visual.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do.
Because I've heard that there's videos of like tutorials of how to use the editor, but it's just like basic stuff. Like here's how you look, here's how you save a mem file. You know, stupid stuff. Like here's how to look in the right directory to make sure you're copying and modifying the right exe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Race Ready, he put up like many videos on his channel where it shows like people how to do things with the editor, and it's actually pretty useful for people who are like just starting out.
Then he screams at me because I didn't have everything one-to-one. It's like, bruh, I'm gonna let you know right now, this game's fucking broken. I've played it for so many years. This game's fucked. Half of everything that you do is based off of feel, even when you like you average everything out to like correct horsepower and all of that shit.
Just to find out that the thing that measures the horsepower is giving the wrong value in the first.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you could look at the replay analyzer and look at the torque and the RPM values, and you could figure it out. And it's actually the physics editor actually calculates horsepower correctly. It's just you just can't rely on the telemetry horsepower it gives you, because it's down like 40 horsepower or so.
Yeah. That's why I never knew. Yeah, that's why I never used any of that shit. Because I was just like, bro, I'll look at how they fucking. I'll look at how they drive in real life, and then just kind of like add that in by eye. Because like that's what I've always done. I also read like articles where drivers would be given like interviews and everything, being like, this is how it fucking drove this week. It was a sack of shit because of this, this, and this. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I'll try to get that to happen. And then it would happen. I'd be like, alright, that's good enough. Like...
Oh, I have a version of the IR12EXE that's very realistic at Indianapolis. You know, basically the car, after 10 laps, the car is trying to kill you every other corner. And I can't release that. Yeah. I expect people to...
People would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, here you go, now you get to be Jack Harvey.
Eh.
Yeah, that's what I had in my IndyCar EXE. I had a long time ago. I mean, I thought it was really cool where I was able to figure out how to get, like, you could get a little bit sideways and all of a sudden the car just brakes and does that IndyCar spin at, like, Indianapolis.
Yeah, mine does that, but it does it on corner entry, you know, trying to get rid of that because it should be doing it mid-corner day.
Yeah, you might want to... You could probably add in some of that side force shit that we just fucking did today, because that seemed to do it for me.
Well, it also only does it when you run the minimum rear downforce setting, which I want to happen, because once you start packing rear downforce on, like, you know, you can't adjust it during the race, but I want that to be like your security level.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so the experts can drop their rear wing down, but you know, they're not going to get away from you because of the... Unless you lose the draft, in which case, yeah, you're screwed until they wear their tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taken me like 2 months, but just now I'm finally getting to the point where a car with some considerable downforce on it is faster at the end of a run than a car with no wing.
Yeah. That's what we talked about a long time ago. And it worked, but it was just like, it didn't happen Anywhere near fast enough. I don't know.
Yeah, it was happening, but it was only like the end of the run. Now it's like after lap 10, the car with 4 degrees on the back end and say 20% of front wing is faster than the car with no.
Good. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, the car with no wing pulls away several miles an hour for the first few laps. Then it falls like it's right about you hit lap 10, that car flips a switch and it's just a push.
I just flipped a switch. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I watched your Indianapolis video. That mid corner. Oh my God, I'm going to the wall kind of feeling. It does that same thing.
Yeah, good.
And it's got the dirty air is probably worse than yours too.
Probably it should be though, because
my dirty air developed naturally. I didn't have to play with it to get it perfect. If anything, it's like, wow, I kind of want to turn it down a little.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened with my IndyCar XC. I turned those dirty air values to just 0 to where there's no dirty air, but I still get like a big, massive aero push when behind. So,
I mean, I turned them up specifically for my shit because like if you tried to do the 2019 shit the way that the Cup cars are today, you have to fuck with it, because even if you set, I've done it before with a 2014 EXE and it didn't do it, but like I set the rear wing size to be like pretty fucking large, you know what I mean? Like it should have been pretty big, and it didn't really do a lot in terms of like dirty air. So when you do jack it up, like there's certain times where you have to just do it manually instead of trying to work your way into getting it to possibly do it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's just me though. What's that?
That was the dirty air value that I pretty much basically used to find the air.
Yeah, same. I have for the COT thing that I'm doing, I have it at negative 0.400. So it's probably gonna be fucking awful, but it'll get toned down over time.
Yeah, and now I was testing when we did that online test, we tested that aero push, and I only had it at 0.1, and it was just massive.
That's interesting. Because, like, sometimes I had mine at 0.2 for the race that I uploaded yesterday. And, like, it was pretty bad, but I think it would have been a lot better if I wouldn't have had adaptive speed control on, because that lead car was exponentially faster than me on the straightaways. So, like, I didn't even have, like, a chance, for real. But I tried. But I didn't feel like it was that bad on 0.2 or whatever. But that's me, though. I've been doing this shit for years, you know? So...
I don't know. I watched that whole race. It seemed like were you purposely chopping the entry line?
For turn 2, or no?
For everything, because I've got like 10,000 laps at that track because of as of recent, and I mean obviously it's a different car, but I run a totally different line. Although, I remember running open speedway races there on the stock physics and running a line that was totally different than the one you had going.
Yeah, the line that I was running is the line that I run at Indy every time. Because, like, that's how I learned how to drive the track. And, like, anytime that I did... Since I don't fucking league race anymore, because it's cancerous, like, when I would run league races and run that line, I was always, like... If I wasn't leading, I was, like, always at the front. Like, always had a chance to win, at least. Like, I ran that line to win the IndyCar race for IRL with my old-ass car DXE that was going 260 on the straightaways, because Zach wouldn't let me run low fucking grip on the track. Because, like, that EXE had dirty air, like, super bad when the grips were low, but he wanted, like, 2015 style racing. And it just made it a fucking 260 mile an hour fucking mess, so...
Yeah, I drove the version 2 EXE version of that race.
Yeah. That race wasn't as bad. That one was actually kind of a little bit more refined.
Well, you know, the problem was you had everyone sticking their nose where it didn't.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I mean, I felt like that race was mine. I got turned with 8 laps to go.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was like 6 laps to go, not even, you know, and I had led most of the race at that point, and it was me and John, like, trading the lead, and I remember I watched that replay recently, and I didn't realize I had passed him on the outside going into turn. I think I watched. That was the first, like, outside pass that was performed, at least for the...
Yeah, I remember that. He passed around the outside into 1. That shit was crazy. That shit was wild.
I actually still have the qualifying replay where I friggin' 4-wheel drifted turn.
Yeah, didn't you get the pole?
No, I was outside pole. No, I was outside the front. But I was like a mile an hour off. I was still 240. No, that 4-wheel drift was during my run.
Oh.
That was on the first lap.
Yeah.
I didn't have the balls to run the 150-pound rear springs like the other.
Yeah.
And I found out that's what they were doing. The thing would do 260 by it.
Yeah, they were fucking retarded and dicking with it real hard. That's basically cheating in my book, but whatever.
You've seen the... You saw the numbers in mine. I mean, I'm making sure that ain't ever going to happen again.
Oh, yeah, of course. I never... See, that was the thing, though, like... When I made that original car DXE, I literally spent like 10 minutes on it. Like, that was a 20-minute venture that ended up being like pretty cool. Like on what's that? The Emerson Fittipaldi oval track? I was doing that with my friend after I had just gotten done like editing it, because I was like, this is pretty fucking sweet. Like at short tracks, like the Chicago short track that Kart ran in the 2000s. Like, I was running realistic times there, and like, with the speedway configuration, like, you were having to let off super hard and drive it like a fucking just overboard stock car, and I was like, this is sweet, or whatever. And like, we were gonna do a league with that EXE for my stuff. It would have been my league. I control everything that was gonna happen with it. I was gonna do low grip speedways, and then low grip short tracks, and then low grip fucking road courses, so you actually had to drive it super hard. Because, like, that's what I think of kart, is not a lot of grip, and fucking you have to wheel the shit out of it, and that's what that EXE was. And then Zach was like, can we use that EXE? And I was like, I guess, you know, like, whatever. And then he started doing whatever he used to fucking do when he was using the original EXE, was with, like, negative 200 degrees and all this fucking shit on the original EXE. And I was like, bruh, you're gonna make my EXE look like shit. Like, I was pissed.
I was pissed. Francisco Rush. It's dangerous!
Yeah, literally. Dude, that Indianapolis race, I'm glad I won it, because that was the first time that I won at Indianapolis, and I've always gotten so close to winning at Indy, and I was like, dude, this is my fucking day. Like, that shit was awesome. But that race sucked, and it sucked because he fucked it up. Like, we were going 230 in the corners, and I was like, dude, this is not what the CXC was supposed to be, man. It was supposed to be like 240 in the draft, and then going down to like 210 in the corners, which is probably what they would have run in real life if they would have ran that specific chassis and that specific like engine combo at Indianapolis back in, you know, the 90s or whatever. So I was like, I was mad. Because like, you know what they do in real life when they pull down really low on the straightaways to break the draft?
Yep, yeah, I know exactly. A snake.
Yeah, when they snake, like, if you did that on my kart EXE, like the original one, if you snaked, you could hold the fucking lead forever, because the dirty air was really bad entering behind somebody when you were in the draft. Like, you had to slow down at least, like, 4 miles an hour less than the car in front. So, he was like, fuck that shit, we're gonna make the grip hella high. And I was just like, bruh, why, though? he ruined that race. I get mad about thinking about that race all the time, because that EXE was good for what it was. But it didn't get used properly, in my opinion. Gateway was sick with that EXE, though.
I actually watched the video from that race too, and I remember hearing Zach complain on your Whisper channel about how bad the aero push was, and like now I get the context behind why you were like,
like why I was like, what? You cut out?
Oh, when Zach complained about how bad the aero push was, you're like, yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a little bad, but he made it to where, like, that fucking EXE is supposed to be for the fucking, like, during the kart era, when they ran at Gateway, they ran the fucking Speedway config.
Yeah, well, he decided to speed them up 20 miles an hour beyond what they were meant to do, which made the aero push way more than it was supposed to be.
Yeah, we literally ran... We ran the road course chassis, that's what fucked it up. We ran the road course shit because he was like, I don't want to run 220 into turn 3. And I was like, bro, why? Like, that's how they ran it back then. Like, this EXE is not supposed to be fucking, you know, DW12. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And he was like, well, we're gonna run fucking road course. And I was like, alright. Like, we'll run road course, but you're not gonna like it. Like, we were able to get runs, but we were also packed together that the second that you would pull out a line, you would be further back than you fucking were. Like, you could be side by side with somebody on the backstretch, but if they had draft to the car in front, you were stuck. Like, you would go right back behind them. And, like, I did fucking tire strategy for that race, because I knew that the dirty air was bad. I was like, if I could just fucking block off John for the amount of laps that we have left, then I'm gonna win this fucking race, because the dirty air was awful. And nobody else thought about that, I guess. And then I just fucking, I pulled away with it and fucking won that race. That, honestly, that's one race that I was like, I was higher IQ than the rest of the field, and that's what got me the win. And I was like, that race was nice. Like, it sucked to race, but I'm glad I won it. Like, that was sick.
Oh, you know, that EXE was really weird, because under yellow, it used, like, no...
Oh, yeah, I know.
Like, the race that I ran, there was a lot of yellow, and I had put some time into planning out when my pit stops would be.
Yeah.
And, like, it all went right out the window, because... You know, I wound up making it like a 2-stop race, I think.
Yeah. It had a lot of problems, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, I ran the first run, I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter what I do up until the first pit stop. I can go run around dead last with the amount of yellows we're having, and like, you know what? I'm just going to run it backwards as soon as I make my last stop, and then, like, everyone else made, like, 3 pit stops after me, and I measured the tire fall off. I'm like, I'm good to...
Yeah.
You know, and it's like everyone kept pitting. I'm like, go ahead. It's all about the draft.
Yeah. Dude, that second EXE was pretty bad. I didn't like that one. That one bothered me.
I mean, it did race really well though. The second time around.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I would do is I would change that draft number down from like 2.9 to maybe like 1.
Yeah. I mean,
Other-
the only reason why I kept it so high was because, like, I was emulating Kart. Kart had extreme fucking draft. So that's why it would work. It would have worked if we would have run the tracks, like, lower gripped. Because we were going so fucking fast in the corners. Like, that draft was actually less than the first one. But, like, I made it where if you were out in front, you just hit a fucking gigantic wall of air like how they did in 2015 or whatever. Where if you got out in front, like, you could lead for a bit, but then they would get back to you, like how Auto Club was in 2015. Like, they couldn't get away from each other. That's how that fucking IndyCar IRL race was.
Well, like, that drafting number, that 1.0 that you said was at, like, 2.9, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. That also changes, like, how much the car you're drafting gets a push as well, like, by air.
Yeah.
Doesn't the number underneath that do it as well?
Yeah.
I noticed that the number underneath it, like, extended, like, the tail as well. Because that's what I've been using that for, is to, like, that bottom number is to change how far should the wake extend.
Yeah. That's how I've used it too.
But I've, like, other than, like, super speedways, I kept it around, like, 1.1, 1.0, around there, around where its stock was. But, like, Indy cars, they don't really have that push as much as the stock cars do, so I would imagine you want to lower that. But also, like, things like the drag coefficient, because since the Indy cars have so much drag, I had my EXC around like 0.8 on the drag coefficient, and I was still able to get such a major draft just going behind someone.
Yeah.
Well, last year's car, I mean, road course trim still had some drag on it, but the Indianapolis package had very little drag. I mean, it was under 0.4, drag code.
Yeah.
But only in super speedway configuration. It's like.
Yeah. For the.
But also the like 1,500-pound race car, that also, like, helps it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have all that momentum to overcome. I've noticed with Indy cars, they just kind of sit in the draft and coast mostly.
Yeah, they do.
Like at Texas, I think Scott Dixon, was lifting at the start-finish line and not losing any time to the guys in front of him, all the way to the middle of turn one.
Yeah, that's like GTA 5 stuff right there.
Yeah.
You get into the slipstream in that game, and, like, you could just coast and you'll still suck up to them.
Yeah. What is chat saying?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to Indy this year. They're going to let them crank the wings up a little more, and they're going to put some grip compound on them.
I thought that, I mean, if last year's Indy 500 wasn't so fucking hot, I feel like that race would have been really good, but the track was horrible.
Oh, the tires weren't meant to go out and race at 93 degrees.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. Ed Carpenter went out, and I went and rewatched the race. He was running, like, consistent 123 mile an hour average speed laps for most.
Yeah.
In 93 degrees. So then I went back to my EXE and actually had to rework it. So now at 70 degrees, it's more like 125 miles an hour. Or 220.
Yeah.
And I'm actually expecting speeds to drop for qualifying this year because of the extra drag and the grip.
Okay, wait a second. Somebody actually asked something kind of decent in chat. One thing that you said in the video, I guess the most recent one, is Indy is where NR shines the best. Why do you say that? Not saying it was bad, but you never gave a reason. Because, like, Indianapolis for NR, like, NR is really retarded. At least stock car wise. Like, IndyCar wise, NR is kind of perfect. But in terms of the way that it drives, but Indy is the best on NR because, like, braking actually fucking matters in a stock car. Like, at Indianapolis, they brake fucking retarded in stock cars. So, like, when you hit the brakes in NR, it's hardly ever a thing where you actually have to kind of set a corner up by how much you brake. Like, it's where... That's the most... That track is the perfect track for NR that shows who has the best amount of talent. Like, who can actually fucking drive a goddamn car. Because, like, if you fuck up braking one time going into a corner, your whole entire lap is fucking gone, dude. Like, iRacing is the same thing. If you fuck up one corner on that track, your lap is destroyed, dude. Like, it's over. And that's how it is in real life. If you fuck up one corner, you're done, dude. Like, that track will eat you alive. So, that's why I like that track. For stock cars specifically in NR, like, that track is perfect.
Well, in the original game,
Yeah.
Rockingham, turn 1, warning.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That one, you have to use a lot of brake, too.
But yeah, I know it's, what he's talking about is it's the only place you really have to get off of the brake and set into the corner properly. Everywhere else, you can just kind of, stab the brake here and there, and the car, is forgiving. It's those where there's no banking to catch you. The way you come off the brake determines how the car comes into the corner. If you don't do it right, the whole lap is shot, even though you just barely missed.
Yeah. I love that fucking track. I want to win there so bad in a stock car. It's stupid. I've gotten so close. Even when I was trash, I was good there. Like, years and years and years ago, I was really fucking good at that racetrack. Because, like, it requires you to fucking actually drive the thing. That track is great on NR. Rockingham, too. That track is really hard. Like, I've won at Rockingham, too. Like, that track is hard as fuck. I actually have a video on my channel of a league race where I was undoubtedly, like, if I wasn't the fastest, I was, like, second fastest. And it was because I was doing shit that nobody else was doing, where the brake would come in, and then you would have to pedal the fuck out of it to make sure that it didn't spin. Like, that's my shit. I love tracks like that. And that's what Indianapolis is, pretty much. In a stock car, at least.
Oh, well, then you got to try the my latest mod there, because I finally have that same feeling in my brakes without.
Where they what?
Where you can steer the car into the corner with the brakes, where you're just kind of pedaling it to try and keep it from coming around without the violent snap. Like, if you come around, it's like you've been out of shape for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like that, because everywhere else you don't have to brake it, Mac.
That track is good. I love that fucking racetrack. I'll never not like that track, honestly.
It's also the most line-sensitive track in the game.
Yeah. It's meant for fucking people who know how to drive the track and drive the car, that's for sure. I love that track. I wish there was somebody who did 500-mile races for, or at least, well, the 400, since stock cars only run 400 there, but if there was a stock car race on NR, 400 miles at Indianapolis, guarantee I'm there. Fucking, I would have a ball, dude. That'd be the shit!
I just wish that the oval got run on in real life more than 3 times. I mean, do the bikes even race there anymore?
No. Nope.
So that track literally just sits there for the IndyCars and NASCAR.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, like, one of the, top 5 racing is just kind of rots away the rest of the year.
Thank Tony George, dude. He basically kicked the bikes out of there. I mean, IMSA still goes there. I think. I don't remember anymore. I'm pretty sure IMSA goes there. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Trans Am goes there anymore, but I think they do, and they use the old F1 layout. So like they use the front stretch. Fucking they use part of it.
Did you see the video of Coda testing when I think it was Carlin went on and said that Coda was the best facility in North America by far, you know, above all other places that IndyCar goes, and he puts emphasis on the word Indy when he's.
Ooh, that's a shot. I like that. Fuck Tony George, dude. He sucks. I kind of like that. Coda is a really good facility, though. Like, in terms of tracks being prepared correctly and everything, like, they've got it pretty good. It's just a shitty track. That's about it.
That's about it. Called it the #1 facility on this continent.
Interesting. It kind of makes sense.
So, even above circuit, Gilles Villeneuve up there in Montreal.
Yeah.
But then again, that's an island, so, you know, how great can it be?
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever screamed when you won a league race on NR2003? Absolutely. Go watch any of the videos I have on my channel. I've screamed in every single one that I've won in. Since we're talking about IndyCar, Coda predictions. Fuck. I don't know. That track is such a fucking hands up in the air race that I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty bad race, to be honest with you, but I could be shocked. You know what I mean? That track sucks. Like, in terms of layout, that track is fucking awful. I hate it. It's good for F1 cars, but, I mean, I don't know how IndyCar is going to be there. Maybe it's going to be good. I don't fucking know, man. Their dirty air is pretty fucking aggressive, so I feel like the chicane, the S's part of the track is going to kind of fucking destroy it. But I could be wrong. I don't know yet.
You know, I'm gonna have to say that Joseph Newgarden is on a roll, and when he gets hot, he gets hot. So
I'd like to see him win. That would be cool. Him or
Will Power. I'm actually surprised he's as fast as he is, because he's a tall guy, and usually that hurts.
Yeah. It's probably because he's like decently in shape, to be honest. Like, he doesn't weigh a fucking megaton.
Actually, Rossi's pretty tall too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty tall. He's like 5'11" or 6.
You know, I thought Rico Abreu was really going to be something till I didn't realize that I don't know if he's a midget or a dwarf or what's going on there. Well, I don't have anything against that, but going to the Chili Bowl where there's no weight limit, I feel like that's kind of like, you know, come on, guy.
Yeah, they should ballast him. But,
I thought he was going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread until I realized that he's just driving cars that don't go across scales.
Yeah.
And then I realized I saw all those videos of him driving over people in outlaw sprints and outlaw carts and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, Rossi's 6'1". All right, he's a lot taller than I thought. All right then.
Oh, I thought he was taller than that, but that's still pretty tall.
Yeah. Anytime somebody gets over like 5'10", I consider that pretty fucking tall, to be honest. 5'8" people out here. You know what I'm saying?
Representing.
Fucking Christ. I wish if I was even 5'10", I'd be a happy boy, you know what I mean? But when you still have to fucking stand on your tippy toes to get a glass out of the fucking out of the fucking cupboard, you're right. You're in trouble.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
You're in trouble, dude. You're in trouble, dude.
Hey, 5'8", I think, is still technically above average.
Oh yeah, it is, but
Yeah, hey, I'm 5'8", so fuck off.
dude, I'm
Sad. I'm 5'6".
Yeah, I think I'm like if I'm 5'7", I'm like right at the fucking like edge of going to 5'8", I'm pretty sure. So like short people fucking rule the world, dude. I don't want to be 7'6", you know what I mean? Fuck that shit.
I don't want to pass out getting an erection because of the sudden blood loss.
On God. I like momentum-based driving more, where you drive the car with the throttle. Alright, that's you, buddy. That's not me, Budro. Hence why most of my road racing is done in low-power cars. Alright, that's a little bit Harvard, though. Imagine if the IndyCar race ends up being better than the F1 race. I mean, I hope, for their sake. It looks like they're gonna be a little bit more interesting than the F1 race. Dude, there's a video where they took a video, or the video of James Hinchcliffe doing a lap around COTA, and then they compared it to the F1 qualifying lap, and it was 15 seconds a lap slower. And it's like, yeah, but you also just compared fucking IndyCar test session to an F1 qualifying session. I feel like it's gonna be a lot closer. Hold on. Actually, we'll see. I can fucking look right now.
They were running like 146s in practice the other day.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
F1 qualifying, right? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard out here spelling and whatnot.
The state I live.
Okay. So 134. So the IndyCar was running 146s, so yeah, 12 seconds. It closed up a little bit. Like, when that person compared a fucking IndyCar test lap to an F1 qualifying lap, I was shaking my damn head. Oh, shit! Oh, damn! What? Hold up. Damn, I missed that shit. Anthony Pettis fucking knocked out Steven. Holy shit. I'm out here. Hold up. This is where I get fucking... Oh, 2017 COTA? Same thing, dude. Relax, buddy. Did he knock him out in the first round? This is where I get copyright striked. Oh my god, he did knock him out in the first round. Oh no, second round. Alright. That sucks. How'd he do it? How'd he do it? How'd he do it? Where is it? Show me that fucking knockout, boy. Show me that shit. I'm sad that I missed that fight. I was actually looking forward to it. Oh shit! He knocked him out! Holy shit, he knocked him fucking dead, boy. Yeet! Oh my god! That's aggressive. Alright. That's sweet.
How to take a nap.
How to take a nap 101. He knocked him out hard, though. That's surprising. Anyway. Well, I think the stream is fucking done, boy, because I'm fucking hungry. I'm gonna go eat food, like, we out here. So everybody who came out, you're a real fucking G. We figured out a lot of shit today. And, yeah, see you later, dude.
Oh, before you leave, real quick, tomorrow night,
Do I what?
do you think you might have a couple hours tomorrow night at some point? Because
Oh, yeah.
I should be. All right. Do you want to do maybe a couple EXE Type A runs
Sure,
with
yeah.
the old IR12 model, not the new one? No one's getting that till I guess around the time of the 500.
Yeah, for sure.
I could do that as well if you need me.
I would actually really appreciate your input, especially both of you guys, because I probably got another 40 hours of work into this since the last time you do.
Yeah, for sure. I'll stream that shit.
Yeah.
All right. Since Indy came up so many times, you want to do it?
Yeah.
You know, Indy now.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. I will send you guys some setups when I get home, probably tomorrow. And if you go in the Talk Memes Bros section of the Discord channel, it's pinned there. The track.
Yeah.
The tracks, the EXE, a sound folder I'm working on, and the converted series folders because we're going to be running the CTS.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm tired. I still have a million things to do. I'm also hungry, so I'm going to do what you do, and thank you.
Thank you for watching.